This KFAN podcast is sponsored by Builders and Remodelers, exclusive Twin Cities provider of Elements Windows. Get the highest quality windows at unmatchable value. Visit buildersandremodelers.com for more details.
I just realized, I apologize. I had delicious Mexican food yesterday with beans on it, and that's a problem. I apologize. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you. And
Zach got halfway down the hall
and turned around.
Because it makes him horny and he can't stand it.
Hey, Hawk, can I do a read here?
If you can.
Head over to our contest page at KFAN.com and enter for your chance to win a 2-night stay at Breezy Point Resort for 4, including golf. All thanks to Custom One. That's KFAN.com. Keyword contest to enter today.
Different kind of breeze, though, right?
Yeah. Deadly breeze.
Yeah. They call me the breeze.
Who calls you that?
Max.
Oh.
All right, should we do the news?
Yeah, we should.
I'm sure there's something going on.
Sweet and lovely and talented Johnny Bones.
Yes, sir.
Give me your top advice for throwing the first pitch tomorrow.
Practice.
Aim high.
Well, what if I'm not willing to do that?
like try throwing a ball sometime between now and then for the first time. When's the last time you actually threw a baseball or threw a tennis ball?
The first pitch.
Yeah, right.
When we did it with the Saints.
Yeah.
I should loosen it up a little bit today. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah, loosen it up.
Yeah. What about you, Marge?
And then throw the ball a little bit.
Yeah, practice is a good idea.
Okay.
And then, yeah, you don't need to scream it in there. You don't need to impress anyone with your velo.
You do.
Oh, yes, you do.
Yes, you do.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
No, accuracy matters.
What is velo?
Velocity.
Oh, that's cool.
Sauce, what is the difference between speed and velocity?
That's a very good question, Corey.
Man, that's like the third or fourth really good question I've asked
You're
you
on
today.
fire today, but nice job.
Here's the thing. I'm going to really think about this.
That's not going to help.
No, I know it won't, but I'm going to think for a minute. Is this a trick question?
No.
Okay. That was my first one. Do I have another
I
question?
bet $1,000 John Bonus can tell you the difference.
I do not know the difference.
What?
I don't
Really?
You could think it through.
Speed is like movement through the air. Velocity is the resistance of the air.
It's the resistance of the air.
Yeah, the air's on strike.
Yeah, can't blame it.
Thank you. The air in Hawk
so
Studio is
angry.
on strike. I have no idea.
Resistance.
Then I'm
One
glad-
vector related?
I believe velocity is just speed plus direction.
Yes, because I have vectors.
Nerd!
Right. Yes, right. Okay.
What's your vector, Victor?
So not the resistance through the air.
I'm not smart.
I don't think that was a bad guess there, Sweet Pea.
Thanks, Hawk.
You're welcome. Yeah, and I thought you looked good doing it.
Yeah, that's the most important thing.
Yeah, you really
looking
did.
good is way more important
The
than,
way you
than
cocked
being
your head
smart.
to the left and then winked at me.
That's what French bulldogs do. That's what dogs do when
Fresh
they're thinking. They
bulldogs.
turn their head.
fresh ones. We hate those.
Babies?
It's true. It's
Stale ones.
adorable.
Yeah.
I think most dogs do that, but Frenchies do that all the time. If you can tell that they're thinking about something when you ask them a question, they're like, I don't know those words, but they'll tilt their head like, what's going on?
Speaking of Frenchie,
It's the best.
a week from tonight, Marnsey Warnsey, I'm back on stage at the Chanhassen Dinner Theater.
What time will that be?
As Frenchie.
No, not as Frenchie.
Oh, he would, though.
I'm singing that old hand jive song. I can't wait. I'm excited. I'm actually appearing in Greece a week from tonight at the Chan.
Paul,
Did
your
you
hands
learn
up.
the hand
Go. Sure.
Hawk?
Yes, sir.
Besides the main blonde lady, which of the Grease ladies would you
Main blood.
stub?
You should ask me which one I would.
Yeah, Rizzo for sure, right?
No, I definitely would.
Yeah, I think she was like 38 when she played that part.
Yeah. And
she's mean.
10.
Yeah, she's exactly Hawk's type.
Yeah, oh yeah, mean. Yeah,
She's kind of Essie.
yeah. Sleeps on the first date.
That's
Yeah.
right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
But as we found out at the end of the movie, not pregnant.
No, thank
Yeah.
God.
So a real
spoiler
reason
alert.
to celebrate at that school
Can
carnival.
you remember? I mean, how many times? I mean, who's with me?
I was on the other side.
Oh, Maxo.
Too close to home.
That was good. That's good. Turned out great.
What's happening?
We're talking about getting pregnant.
You did it once. Not got pregnant.
it
You
looked
made
like
somebody
he did.
else get pregnant.
Okay.
Looked like he was pregnant for about 9 years.
I'm getting hit from both
you ever going to have that baby?
I feel.
That's
Why are
a
you
first
ganging
for
up
Hawk.
on me?
My God, I
What
can
am I, your
breastfeed off
sister?
you.
You would too.
I sure would, but you're hairy. And
Oh.
you need to shave that chest.
So
I know what you're going to say.
Don't say it.
I know what you're going
You
to say.
didn't let him do it, did you?
what?
You watched the rehearsal?
No.
Oh,
I
because
thought
it
you
was
were
a
gonna say,
very
he tried to
graphic
breastfeed off
No, I am.
breastfeeding scene that made me almost piss my pants.
Can I tell a story?
No.
Well, probably not.
Oh, now Boney's picking on me.
I'd like to hear.
Thank you, and I know Maxo does.
Of course.
Brought to you by our friends at the St. Paul Saints.
So-
We love you, St. Paul Saints.
They don't want to attach
St.
themselves
Paul
to this.
Saints
St. Paul Saints.
hit the road to begin a 6-game series against the Indianapolis Indians at Victory Field. That starts tonight. First pitch at 6:05. Travis Adams on the mound. Thank you, St. Paul Saints. Go ahead.
So a couple weeks ago, I was at a gathering.
And the Juggalos?
No, just a gathering.
No, that was Dov.
That was Dov. And I'm holding my son. And this man walks up to me and he says, have you ever seen those things where they're like fake breasts where men can breastfeed?
He asks you that question.
Ask me that question. This is not made up. I swear this is a real story.
Okay.
And I go, I've
This
never
is
heard
a
of that.
stranger.
This is a stranger.
Okay.
Never met the person.
Okay.
We all know what a stranger is.
And does this person know who you are?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
And I said, no, they make that? And the person's like, yes, they make like a fake suit that has 2 working nipples that you can feed somebody with. And I go, I didn't know that. And the person says, you should have worn that here tonight. I would have used it on you. And I go, what? And he goes, yeah, I'd suck on the other nipple. And I go, what? And I go, well, then there'd probably be a line trying to like break the silence and the awkwardness. And he looks at me and he goes, yeah, I'd just get back in line. I go, I got to find my wife. And we walked away. True story. I know it's not a Corey Cove or a Chris Hockey story, but that's a true story.
Nobody's ripping your story.
No, that's a good story.
Literally,
No,
don't even look in your direction.
no, that was a good story.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yep.
And you told it.
Yeah.
That guy really wanted to suck your nipples.
Yeah. What an awkward
Yeah.
Yeah.
and odd thing to say to someone when you first meet that
Yeah.
person.
Did you get a number?
Yeah.
Was he a 10? Was it that number?
I mean, he wasn't hideous. If I was into that sort of thing, I probably have been like, yeah, coming over here. Nestle in.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Feed the world, Saucy.
Yeah, I could.
Can you imagine how confused Louis would be if you started breastfeeding him?
Yeah.
That stranger, you mean?
That stranger's name was Louis.
Louis would be like, Dad, why are you breastfeeding that man?
Louis should be just like, I'll take it from wherever I can get it.
Yeah.
Right. Wow. Your milk would be stale.
Yeah, probably.
It'd be real gross.
Oh, that's mean.
On Amazon.com, you can get something called Mr. Milker, the world's #1 male breastfeeding device.
Yeah,
Yep.
I got 3
Mr.
of those at
Milker.
home. They're not just for breasts anymore.
I know that guy. Yep, true story.
It comes in 4 speeds. Lazy Sunday.
What? Isn't that a band? Happy birthday, Lazy Sunday.
Lazy Sunday.
Yep.
Angry Monday.
Bonus Tuesday.
Turbo Tuesday.
Turbo.
Yeah. And get the peroxide ready
Wow. What?
Thursday. Because you're probably going to lose a layer of skin.
What?
By the way, I'm going to leave this search up, breastfeeding suit for men and Mr. Milker. I'm just going to leave this up at 9 o'clock and see what happens.
He'd say, I don't want to reorder it.
Exactly. Add to cart.
Again.
Would you like to buy again?
Welcome back, Paul.
Yeah, it's cheaper if you get it on a
He has
subscription.
points on MrMilker.com.
Stupid cookies.
Not a crime in
There's an Amazon button for it.
A punch card going.
Yeah, every time he goes home, his Alexa's like, it looks like it's time for you to reorder Mr. Milker. Would you like me to add that to your cart?
Gross.
I know, lady.
Yeah, very gross.
No wonder he asks us if we're a puppy or a baby.
Yeah.
He wants us to milk him.
Yeah.
He does. Yeah, he always says that. Ah, boy, I'm stressed out before this game. Pete, come here.
Yeah. Pete,
Nestle in.
I wonder who thinks this is a good idea.
Oh, yeah.
In this milkman suit, how
hello.
is the milk contained? Like, is there some sort of
only
a...
hope.
It looks like there's the pouch
Bottle
behind, kind of like the, I don't know.
Like a juice box, kind of, or like
Kind
a
of.
Capri
Oh,
Sun?
look at this. It's weird. There's a tube running from the breast all the way down into your pants.
Oh.
That's weird.
In your pants, you say?
Yeah.
Rose, relax. Oh, that guy fell.
No,
There's milk everywhere.
he slipped on my milk.
He's too heavy.
He's too heavy.
I don't know anymore.
You're heavy.
I know.
How many times do we have to mention this before one of us gets an endorsement for Mr. Milker?
Oh, it'd be that guy over
Do a
there.
spec spot on the air. What would it sound like?
Hey, Meat Sauce here. Have you always wanted to milk your baby? Well,
Milk?
now-
Milk?
How the hell would I milk it?
See, you responded to the commercial in the car. You're interested now. You're peaked.
See, look at,
Oh, you're brilliant, Sauce.
yeah, look at your marketing prowess. Continue.
Have you ever wanted to milk your son or daughter and you don't have the equipment?
Left breast.
Meat Sauce here for Mr. Milker.
You can't say the word.
Get some giant teas.
The letter I.
You always say milk. You always have. It's the
Yeah,
weirdest
well-
thing.
Kiss it.
Kiss your milk.
The milker?
Man.
I don't speak well. How
Now
I got
want
this
some
job? I don't-
chocolate milk. That was the news. Thanks, St. Paul Saints.
It's horrific.
Oh, man.
Well, if you're looking for a gift for Father's Day.
It's not too late. Not too late. Sauce with sports in a second. John, can you stick around or what?
I don't know.
We've driven you to the point of leaving. I get it. Well, that'll be the tease. We'll see if John's back after this. Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.
You guys ever, I don't know if you guys are in therapy 2 days a week like I am or not, but you guys ever been told by somebody like a doctor or therapist or something like that to try to be more present in your body, to try to be more present in life, to instead of, because I'm a ADHD guy and I got 17 things going on in my head at one time. So part of my stuff as I get older here is to try to be more present in the moment. And so I do that. Like, I find myself sometimes, like at the funeral I was at the other day, just observing people and really trying to be in the moment, right? Just looking around. So that you're ready for anything and you're not reactive. Because I am, you guys might know this about me, very reactive to things. Things piss me off and I go from being very happy to very angry in about 3 seconds, right?
Like at 5:30 this morning.
Correct. That's exactly right. Maxwell and I were just talking because I just read a story. I promise there's a purpose to this. They reached a milestone in the Everglades of how many snakes they've killed. The other day, I'm walking down the sidewalk, just taking my normal walk. I'm on the sidewalk.
Being present.
Trying to look around, trying to not be reactive. If somebody drives by too fast, I don't try to flag them down and beat them up. You know, I mean, I'm trying to be cool, right? Because I do hate when people drive fast in the neighborhoods. It's so stupid. Slow down. Okay, I digress.
Way to go, Bones.
So much for being present.
Marnsey,
Why are you
I'm
talking
with
about
you.
Mark's neighborhood?
I looked down. There was not a snake laying there. There was the skin from a snake.
Oh, God.
And it scared me so bad, I made a noise. I made a noise. Sort of like that, only more frightened.
Was it just a couple of flakes or was it
It was
the
like
entire
the whole skin. It could have been a snake, you know what I mean? And it wasn't a boa constrictor. I'm sure it was a garter snake or gardener. I don't know which one it is.
Either.
Yeah, anyway.
Garter.
I don't know that I'll ever not freak out when I see a snake. That is so ingrained in me, in my humanity that I literally went, ugh. Like you'd think if you're with your kids, you'd like to think that, you know, if somebody pulls a gun, you're stepping in front of them. You know, you're rescuing them out of the street. I think if it's a snake, Ab is in trouble. Man, man, I can't. There's nothing I can do about it. I always think about snakes. Always.
Same.
If I can't see the ground, I'm sure there's probably either a dead body or a snake.
So go back for a second. You said they broke some kind of new ground when it comes to the Everglades. In what way?
A startling milestone has been reached in the Florida war against the invasive Burmese pythons that are eating their way across the Everglades. Son of a bitch.
Jeez.
The Conservancy of Southwest Florida reports it has captured and humanely killed 20 tons of snakes since 2013. Including 20 tons, including a record 6,300 pounds of pythons killed this past breeding season alone.
Not nearly enough.
To put that in perspective,
Keep going.
20,000 tons or 40,000 pounds is a mound of snakes the size of a fire truck.
That's not even close to enough. And they said there was like 100,000 snakes or something. That's not even close. That's not a dent.
Well, and you're right, because what's startling is that's only 1,400 snakes.
Yep, not even close.
Yeah.
By the time this sentence ends, there'll be 1,400 more.
Yeah, because they love sex.
They sure do.
Your mic's on.
And when they give birth, don't they give birth to 1.7 trillion every time?
They shoot them out and they're already 9 feet long.
Yucky.
Don't check my math on them, I'm not sure. Anyway.
Yeah, every year we do that story about that.
The culling.
The snake hunt.
Wow.
And every year,
What's getting them in trouble
and
down there?
every year the winning team kills like 12. It's like 12.
No, kill 1,200.
I mean,
Imagine holding that snake.
no.
I mean, no.
I mean, I do it when I go to the bathroom.
So the average weight of those snakes is 28 pounds. 40,000 divided by 1,400 is 28.
Max, what's the light to
28
unleash that?
That's a small ass snake. Honestly, that's a small snake.
But that's the
Let
average.
me tell you, they've been after me for a couple months now.
Yeah, you can't go down there during culling season. They get mistaking. Sorry.
It's okay.
There are
You're flustered. I get it.
gigantic snakes and freaking dinosaurs on land
Yep.
in Florida. If you try to escape via the ocean, there's great white sharks.
Can you see that picture?
Florida.
I'm trying to
Is a
not
hellhole.
see. That.
Look at those.
No.
Can you see that, Cor? These three dudes
Oh, my.
with these three snakes, those are their
Yep. And again, those
Your
three,
mic's on.
by the time they got those three snakes in the truck,
Yep.
we had already probably added dozens of more
saw
snakes. So we're gaining no ground.
It
Way
must
to
be
go.
getting an on season for turtles. I saw a giant snapping turtle just laying in the middle of a dirt road when I was out walking the other day.
Pretty cool.
And they are dinosaurs. They look like dinosaurs.
They do.
Yeah.
They look like dinosaurs.
And they're mean.
They're also faster than advertised.
Completely right. Completely right.
Faster than that old fairy tale?
Yeah.
Completely right. Because
They scramble.
I wasn't gone very long. By the time I got back, I couldn't find him again. And he was in the middle of the road. I was like, well, you're dead because I ain't touching you. You'll eat me.
Yeah.
But I can't. I mean, they must move much faster than I thought.
What's it like an ankylosaur or an ankylosaurus? It's like, it looks like a snapping turtle if you look it up.
Oh, is that right?
Sure.
Yeah, I think it's ankylosaurus, like ANK.
That's the one with like the
Oh
little
man, I don't remember how to
bumps
spell
on
it.
them.
Exactly.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
looks like a giant snapping turtle.
Oh yeah, that's a lot. Even the tail looks
Yep.
like that. Yeah, yeah, man.
Those things are cool.
They are cool.
You're cool.
Thanks.
Who you talking
Were
to?
you talking to me?
Anyone.
Well, if you say everybody's cool, then it takes away the coolness.
Exactly.
Yes.
If I'm the same level of coolness of everyone in the room, that doesn't say much for them.
Right.
Well,
Marnie's cooler than me.
Yes.
Max is cooler than me.
Yes.
Bonus is cooler than me.
I'm sitting right here, brother.
Chris is cooler
Thank
than me. Zach's cooler than me.
that's about right. No,
There's
he's
somebody
cooler
else.
than me. No,
There's somebody else in the room.
I don't serve a purpose to him.
No, you do. Yeah, you make him feel better about himself.
According to my contract, you greatly impact my life.
Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you. And also with you.
Yes.
I think I filled my quota for the day.
Yeah.
I know it's sports time, but can I tell you one more thing before I forget?
There isn't a lot of sports, just that the Panthers spanked the Oilers.
That sounds like a euphemism.
There's and they're doing it weekly, which is too bad because I'm spoiled rotten. And some like documentaries in particular, I want to watch them in one sitting. I'm cool with series being once a week. There's one called The Mortician on Max right now.
Oh no.
I saw that being advertised yesterday, but I didn't know what it was about.
I do not want to hear this.
It is.
It's the person that burned a whole bunch of bodies at the same time, right? I think that's how you previewed it last
Yeah, I
week.
think you did.
If
yeah.
I told you the numbers of how many he was burning at one time, you wouldn't believe it.
Gross.
The weirdest thing is in episode 2, halfway through, it goes in a direction you would never have dreamed that it was going to go. We all watch these documentaries about serial killers and stuff like that. This is by far the weirdest one I've ever seen.
And he didn't kill anybody? Or he might have. That might be the twist? Okay.
Oh. You can't believe. I'm going to say it because like the average crematorium burns about 100. I think the number's like 140 a year. At one point, he was doing 11,000.
Oh my God!
Wow. Wait a minute.
11,000?
What?
He was going.
What? Like 33 a day.
He was going all over California and picking up bodies and bringing them back. And they had 2 grills, not grills.
Grills?
Sure, that works.
Like the Nelly song?
Toasters.
Yeah, the burners, the crematoriums, stoves,
so,
furnaces.
Broilers.
I don't think the broilers. No, it's not a Burger King.
Air fryer.
Took him forever to burn. They had 2 of them, and he was burning that many, and everybody was like, "This seems weird." What? Yeah, they were smoking all the time, all the time, and then he'd hand people ashes.
Rosie. No, Rosie.
Oh my God! And can I tell you one other thing? Here's something I didn't know till last night's episode. When they burn a body, the fat comes out, right? But if you're burning 100, 200 at a time, a lot of it comes out. They made a chocolate
river,
like a drain
in Wonka's
just
factory.
into the backyard.
What?
Oh,
what is
sauce?
happening?
You can't
Sauce.
believe this. It's the weirdest thing I've ever seen,
Yes,
Martin.
Corey.
About an hour ago, you said you would not drink my blood for $8,500.
No.
What if I'm dead, which you're excited about,
Yeah.
Well, everyone
and then I
is.
get cremated, and the mortician guy collects a shot glass of my burnt fat, $8,500. Take a shot of it or not?
No, I have enough of that on me.
Enough of Corey's burnt fat?
Oh, my own. Sorry, George
Lame
Carlin.
attempt at humor, swing and a miss.
No, but we'll all be celebrating. We'll be too happy to think about things.
You wouldn't, as one final just tip of the cap to me, just do a shot of fat
No.
out of a broiler, as Zach said. Why
What
not?
if it tasted like bacon?
Yeah, what if it's like Cane's?
What would you ever do a shot
everybody.
of fat, period? Like
No.
a shot of bacon fat.
No, gross.
Come on.
It's terrible
No,
for
of course
you.
not.
Let's just turn this show into Fear Factor. Let's see what sauce will do for money. That's gross, man.
The problem there is we have to have money.
Yeah.
Oh, like you don't. You have like some Milwaukee Bucks
You
website
have
that's
a
just printing
Padres
cash for you.
website.
Yeah.
It's like callmedaddy.com or something.
Oz,
Yeah.
Another bit you should watch on Max is the like hour and a half documentary they did on the Ocean Gate disaster.
No.
The dude that does the show on Discovery where he just I don't know what the show is called, but he goes to like all these different places all over the world, right? And that's like his bit. He does an episode of the Ocean Gate that he has to call the producer and the guy that owns Discovery or whatever and tell them we can't put this on the air. It's so embarrassing. That thing was so mismanaged, that the sub bit. It's so bad that happened to those people because the guy that ran it, Stockton Rush, whatever his dumb name was, he just didn't care. He just wanted to make money. There's a part of it where it makes this loud bang and there's a crack in it, and everyone knows there's a crack in it, and he just keeps taking it down to see the Titanic. You can't believe how little he cared about people's safety.
I feel like I just tried to read the instructions of an IKEA project.
No, it's not. That was not a bad explanation.
I caught zero logic in all that.
it's not
And
bad.
that last bit,
It's not
pure
bad.
gibberish.
And then
Guys
one
want
guy,
it to
and
be
then
bad.
crack, and then when said, and he said, when
Okay.
I'm gone.
Hey,
and
man,
boom.
leave him alone. He's trying to do his best. It's not like he's, a rogue scholar. Is that how I do it? Is this how it's done?
He's pretty rogue. Yeah, what does that mean? No, so
It's not like he's sitting around here just steeding all day.
this guy builds a sub to go down and see the Titanic. He takes a bunch
6
of people.
inches
Is it on white or
foot long.
wheat?
He takes a bunch
Thank
of
you,
people.
Marty. Yes, see?
Is he in said sub?
Yeah.
So he hears the crack while
He
he's
hears
in the
crack
sub and
while
keeps
he's in
going
it
down.
And
Well,
keeps
see,
going down.
That's the question I have for you, Sweet Pea, if I may interrupt you for a
Of
minute.
course. You'll probably
He's
know
going to
better
get
than you
in
ever-
the sub,
Yeah.
so he doesn't
He
care
should
about
care.
the safety of the sub?
He doesn't care about it. No.
How could he
He's
not?
in it?
Because the two people that they interview who are friends with him are basically like, He owed so much money to investors that he had to keep taking it down or he would lose everything. And there's so many, like, people tell him, like, I think it's fiberglass or something, will not hold up over and over again in that pressure. And he keeps doing it. It's unbelievable. You should watch it. I do a terrible job of talking, but you should watch it.
I think you're doing great. Don't let them pick on you. They're nitpicking.
What happened? Did you change?
Yeah, he and I decided to swap for the day.
Yeah, it's a Freaky Friday on a Tuesday.
I can't wait for that new one.
Again,
right,
I've never seen that movie, so I like to reference Like Father, Like Son with Kirk Cameron
They're
and
both
Dudley Moore.
Equally good. That's weird that Dudley Moore was in a movie with Kirk Cameron.
Sure.
Because they seem like 100 years apart.
Yeah. Is Dudley Moore alive?
No. Ah, he was in the Sub.
Yeah, he was.
Did you not watch
He didn't care about his own safety.
Check this out.
He's between the moon and New York City.
My mother-in-law sent me this picture. They moved from Florida. They live in Tennessee now. This was in her yard.
I know what it is.
Is it a snake?
Oh, that's a big
gigantic.
Just it's enormous.
Machine gun.
It could have been
I'll show you, Hawk.
a sub. I'm not sure where we're at right now in this conversation.
He's coming to show you.
This was in her yard in Florida.
Yeah, it still smells.
Would you stop? It does not. Dude,
Look at that.
that's in her yard.
That's why I would move to Tennessee as well.
That's
She's making the right
the
call.
end of the world.
Ugh.
Why is your phone kissing me on the cheek right now? No, it doesn't.
You got a candle in there.
I know I don't have any, whatever those things are.
Speaking of HBO Max, I know Zach watched all of it. Max, have you watched the rehearsal yet?
No, I still have to get to it.
Man.
No, I still have to get to it. I finished episode 1 yesterday.
Okay.
Finally finished episode 1, so I'm still getting to it.
Oh, it's the best.
It's so good.
What is the
Mirror-
rehearsal?
If I tried to explain it, it would sound like Sauce explaining that documentary. I'm serious.
glad you're back.
It is so confusing to explain, but it's
Scripted or documentary or
Yes and no.
No with a question mark.
Kind of a reality show.
Yes, kind of.
It does sound insane to explain, but the basic concept is like a comedian Nathan Felder is he's asking people, at least in the first season, he's asking people if there was something that they really like. They're like, say the first guy, he has a secret he really wants to share with his friends, but he's too embarrassed to share it. So Nathan Felder is presenting him with the opportunity to essentially rehearse that conversation by literally recreating the entire setting they're going to have the conversation, hiring paid actors to mimic the behaviors of his friends, and like go over and over and over again so the guy can choose the exact right thing to say and do.
It's a pretty interesting concept, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
And then at the end of the episode, you see him actually try to execute what they had practiced.
And Zach will understand this, but the 23 of the funniest seconds of TV I've seen in the last handful of years, it's specifically 23 seconds that I could not stop crying.
Real quick.
It's so good.
So the people that they are working with are real people in real scenarios.
Almost everybody, yes. Because they're either actors who are hired for a job,
Right.
or people that are just part of this fake social experiment.
Right. Okay.
Right.
So they know they're being filmed. It's not like a
Right,
prank
but they
camera
are just
show.
regular people.
Yeah.
They are just regular
got it.
people, except
got
for
it.
Nathan.
Yeah, I need to watch it. Okay.
Oh, man.
And the interesting part too is it came from his former show, Nathan For You, where they did use real people and real situations, and they wanted to rehearse those situations, and they realized, well, this concept of in and of itself is good enough for the TV show. And man, I just, like I said, it's one of the most brilliant,
It really is.
overwhelming pieces of television I've ever seen.
That good, yep. Vikings news is next. This is the Power Trip Morning Show on The Fan.
The Fan.
Hey, Marnes.
Yeah, hi.
My guess is a handful of days this week. It's going to be pretty nice out. Might want to kick your feet up. Maybe grab a drink or something.
What would you drink, though? I don't know.
You guys, you know what I would drink. It'd be my Surfside. Surfside!
I'm sorry,
So,
we asked.
genius.
Really?
No.
Yeah, Surfside.
Yeah, thank you to Surfside for
It's really so good, Mons.
my appearance today.
So many of those drinks aren't easy for me to drink, and that sounds stupid, but they're all bubbly and stuff, and I don't like
That's
that.
what I'm saying.
I don't like that. Yours is very, and I say yours, but
Yeah, no,
you know what I mean?
I canned it.
Yeah. Well,
Whoa. Well, that's soft.
well, you were sneaking it back into the country.
Yeah, I would start with a variety pack of either the iced tea and vodka or the lemonade and vodka.
That's the
because
one, Mars.
then you get different flavors like raspberry iced tea, peach iced tea. That is my favorite.
So,
I got black cherry lemonade, raspberry lemonade, strawberry lemonade, even green tea.
I haven't had that one yet.
Why do you say that looking at me? I'll get you some.
Thank you.
I'll get you a green tea.
What were we saying,
You
buddy?
can have some at Target Field tomorrow after you throw out the first pitch.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, good point.
I will do
Yeah,
that.
they've got Surfside at Target Field.
I was at Rogers Liquors last night, and they had some big old display right there.
I'll tell you what, the can itself makes me
nice.
feel like summertime. Yeah, I love a good can.
Is there a difference between the can for one and the other?
The can.
Like the iced tea, like are they all the same color? Or
No,
are they different?
they're not.
They're different.
Okay.
They're different colors.
They all have the
yeah.
same.
Well, you know what, though, Macho Man?
I'm not a racist.
Oh,
That's
okay. That's
they have the same style, but different colors, which helps identify the different flavors.
Yes.
What do you think of the cans, Hawk?
I like all sizes.
Yeah. You always have.
And colors.
You know what?
Stripes.
I'll say it again.
I'm not a racist.
All right, Macho Man.
Yeah, we trust you, Macho.
It's time for Fan 5 on the Power Trip, presented by All Around, your TimberTech deck building contractor.
Me? The Panthers spanked the Oilers 6-1 to take a 2-1 lead in the Stanley Cup final. The Panthers scored twice in every period. 4 of their 6 goals were on power plays. They've now won 2 straight, Zacco. They have a 2-1 series lead. They are minus 260 to win the whole thing. Game 4 is Thursday in Florida at 7 o'clock, and you can hear that right here on The Fan.
Embarrassing effort.
Thank you.
And by Edmonton, too, last night.
Brilliant. Embarrassing, right? They were just terrible.
Horrible. The way they closed out that game was absolutely classless. I get playoff hockey. It's intense. You're going to deal with a lot of that stuff. But there was just, at the end of the game, after the final buzzer, Corey Perry just cross-checking a guy for no reason. It was so gross.
The fans were fighting in the stands. Did you see that?
No, I did not see that.
Yeah, leaving the arena, it got gross.
What did they think it was? A high school graduation?
Oh, well played. Timely.
No kidding.
Yeah.
But I wasn't in favor of Edmonton or Florida. I was just in favor of a good series. I didn't have a rooting interest. I now have a rooting interest. I hope Florida pummels Edmonton because that team is full of losers. So
Keep going.
Jeez.
Dang.
All right.
Of course, game 4, I think in 2 weeks is it?
It's because,
so bad.
It's so bad.
The NBA and NHL. Just go every other night.
Yes,
Let's get this over.
Correct. The NBA should play tonight, and the NHL should be tomorrow.
I mean, the Western Conference Finals was every other night.
Yeah, you don't need 2 to 3 days because it's 2 home games. Play tomorrow night. I know they don't want to go up against each other, but the game 4 or whatever we're on for the NBA should be tonight. Shouldn't be tomorrow.
3.
Stupid.
Yeah. You lose momentum.
Yeah. And I need the momentum because my team is on fire.
Which one's your team?
The Florida Panthers. I'm going to win money from Corey. There's not a better feeling.
What about sex?
He's offering you a trade.
Oh.
Are you worth $700?
Me?
Yeah.
No.
600?
Possibly.
Caniac? No slaw extra toast?
Sure.
Deal.
Boney, your Twins battle the Rangers tonight at 6:40. Your Twins are 35-30. They haven't said who the pitcher's going to be yet, but they've lost three of their last 4.
We presume this pitcher will be Simeon Woods Richardson. He is taking the spot that would have gone to Zebby Matthews, who was put on the IL with a shoulder strain on Sunday. Zebby Matthews replaced Simeon Woods Richardson in the rotation a couple weeks ago because Simeon Woods Richardson was doing okay, but he was trending in the wrong direction. They thought they'd get him cleaned up there. Zebby Matthews was doing really well in AAA, and they brought him up. But now, like I said, they're hurt. Twins should be able to take 2 out of 3. They're playing at home. They're playing Texas. Texas has been a team that has really, really struggled offensively. To some extent, that feels a little bit like a trap because that team has way too good of a lineup to be struggling offensively, but they're literally last in the American League right now in scoring runs. So, Twins need to be able to take 2 out of 3 in this one and continue their fight for one of the wild card spots right now in the AL Central.
I have an idea.
Yes, sir.
It is a gambling idea.
Okay.
You have my attention.
Yeah, I'm
I thought I probably would. Marnes, tell me your thoughts on this.
Okay.
Johnny Bonesy,
Yes, sir.
are you familiar with a young man by the name of Dasan Hill? D-A-S-A-N.
Yeah. Cedar Rapids?
He's at Fort Myers Mighty Muscles
Okay.
right now.
You said low A then. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been really, really, really good.
18 years old.
Yeah.
18 years old.
Pitcher?
Yes.
Check this out. And is
Just
this
drafted last year.
is this normal? He bats right-handed and throws left-handed. Is that normal? Is that something that happens a lot?
It's not totally unusual.
This is a Twins prospect?
Twins prospect. He's down in single A right now.
Yes.
Right? He's only 18 years old, 97 mile per hour fastball.
Yes.
I don't know what this means. What does Rule 5 eligible mean? Do you know?
He can't be Rule 5 eligible.
Not until after the 2028 season. I don't know what
So
that means.
Rule 5 eligible means that that you don't have to add him to the 40-man roster before 2028.
So he can stay below.
They control his future for the immediate future.
It's like Order 66.
Right.
So
basically, they can keep him in the minor leagues without putting him on sort of major league roster, the 40-man roster up until 2028.
So he's 18 years old.
Yes.
6'5",
Yep.
weighs like 165 pounds, right?
That's a huge bitch.
He's got a lot of growing to do. He throws 97 miles per hour, got an above average slider, a quality curveball, and a feel for a changeup.
Yes.
Could we put a year on if and when he makes it to the majors
Sure you can.
and make that a gambling thing?
Yeah.
What would be your over-under?
Well, it's 2025 now. He's in low A.
Which, by the way,
I would
the
say
Fort Meyer Mighty Muscles. Great name.
Awesome.
Yeah.
that is a great name.
I mean, it'd be late 2027 probably be the over-under. He's probably 2 years away, at least. And I mean...
And that's if you stay healthy.
Yeah, I mean, that goes with the caveat is one of the cliches in baseball is there's no such thing as a pitching prospect.
Right.
That, pitchers can look really, really good, and then they get to whatever level, and either they get hurt or they're just not as effective or whatever, right? Even right up until the point where they're in the majors. But I would say, he has been so good, so fast. I would expect it's probably 2027 or 2028 would be sort of his over-under.
So if we say he makes it to the majors before the 2028 season.
Sauce, what side of the bet are you on?
And we put $200 on it. I'll take before.
I'll take after.
Really?
Yeah,
that's probably a bad idea.
No, if you're not if the off season between 2027 and 2028 is the marker, I would say 2028.
Okay, good. So we'll put $200 on it.
Sure.
And if he makes it to the majors, even for one inning, or even to just be on the lineup, right?
Right.
Before 2028 begins.
So he has 2.5 years.
Yes.
I like it. I'll do that if you want to do
seasons.
that.
Fun. It's a futures bet.
It is a futures bet.
Yeah. That's a good one. Yep.
Done?
Yeah, sure.
Book it.
Yep.
I like
Let's
it.
Book it.
Wow.
That's cool.
Put it on the blockchain, Power
I'm
Trip
trying
Bets.
to be creative, and to make bets I won't have to pay off for a long time.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
I like your web pages. What is it called?
Twins Daily.
Yeah, I like them. I like to look at the prospects.
Yeah, well, they are. It's nobody covers the Twins prospects like Twins Daily.
Well, nobody
absolutely.
in this town reports.
Yeah.
Like, what's his name? Aaron Rosick? How do you say it? The left-handed pitcher that's on the Saints right now?
Rosenbagger.
No, I don't think that's right.
Brilliant reference.
Doesn't matter.
I
Thank
think
you.
it's
Great reference, Cor.
Roser.
Roser.
Great film, by the way.
Anyway, he's on the Saints right now, and he's a Mankato kid, Minnesota State Mankato
cool.
kid. Yeah,
Cool.
and he's a left-handed pitcher. And he's doing well for the Saints.
Hey, bonus.
Yes, sir.
If you were going to bet on the over-under of when Walker Jenkins would be here, what would that
That's
be?
an interesting
What?
one.
Oh, you asked an interesting question.
He's the best prospect they've had.
Yes,
I'm gonna put this in the
so he is. Walker Jenkins has been hurt. Well, he's hurt a fair amount of last year. He's been hurt up this year. He's in a rehab assignment right now with, I think, with the low A Mighty Muscles as well.
He is.
What's his
My
name?
guess is within a week or two, provided he stays healthy, he'll be
Hunter
at double
Rysdale.
A. I would put the over under. I mean, optimistically, I would put the over under at July 1st of 2026. And I'd probably take the over on that.
One of
So,
my favorite things of all time.
All time.
So good.
you know what? One that I would probably be willing to take either side of it would probably be the off season between 2026 and 2027. That either he makes it up sometime before the end of next year, or starts the season in
I
2027.
mean, he's the best prospect they've had since Joe Mauer, right?
probably.
No.
I mean, Byron Buxton probably is the best. He's the best. But Byron Buxton was a number one ranked Major League Baseball, like league wide. He was a number one prospect in baseball, as was Mauer. Jenkins is not that yet. Although the number one guy was called up yesterday.
Yeah,
he was
Roman
Red Sox.
Anthony.
Yeah,
We have audio of that.
We do? Hello?
It's get your ass up here,
Who's this?
Leroy Jenkins.
Oh, hello. You are the manager of the Red Sox?
Nope,
Where am I supposed to go?
I don't care. Just get out
The
of here.
ballpark, you
I'm trying to
dummy.
get you out of the house so I can get to know your wife.
Wow.
Gross.
Oh, relax, lady.
Yeah, relax.
You know who looks cool? Byron Buxton.
yes, he does.
Every time he's at the bat, he's got that long
At the
stance.
bat.
Well, I'm sorry, I don't say it right, Dick Eppersall.
The head of NBC Sports.
OJ's buddy?
Wasn't he NBC Sports or just
Yes,
NBC?
you're right. That's OJ's buddy,
Okay.
right? That's why your guy got fired. 'cause
No,
he was-
that's Don Olmeyer.
Yeah.
But
Either
Dick
one.
Ebersol and Don were good friends.
Yeah.
Dick and Don and Dick.
Yep.
Yep, that's what I did this morning.
You put it on?
No, the sun came up.
You don't?
I was going to say, if we're talking about strap-ons, that's Thursday morning.
It's become a Don? Congrats.
Man, this show's dumb.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Don't say that.
It is cool how Buxton sticks his left leg out almost straight, though. So it's a weird stance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been fun to watch this year.
Yeah.
Physics,
He is
man.
really
Physics
making
is
stuff happen.
fascinating,
Very
right?
good.
Every angle of every body part technically matters to generate that power.
That is correct.
Pretty crazy.
Yep.
Do you think Royce Lewis will play in 90 games in 2025?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to hit the yes button on your website then.
Will Royce Lewis ever play for the Mighty Muscles?
That was close.
He going the wrong
was
way.
close about a week ago.
Yeah, where does Royce Lewis rank in terms of the top prospects we've had in the last 20 years?
Oh, he was a
number one.
top 20 prospect in Major League Baseball, but he was never like in the number one number. I don't think he was even number 10 in the top 10. But where they rank in
Right.
prospect sheets in the minors, and and the same thing with pitching. That's what we're just talking about.
I'm really looking forward. I hope you're there tomorrow night, Bonesy.
We will
I'm going to
be.
hang out, watch the game afterwards.
I would love to.
Good. I'm throwing out the first pitch tomorrow. Come
Marnes, look,
make
see,
fun of me.
they're hanging outside of work, hanging together.
We can go to the Surfside deck.
Yeah, let's do it. You want to come, Marnes?
What time's the game?
6:30.
40?
Yeah.
You got a Lynx game tomorrow.
I do. I have a 9 o'clock Lynx game
Is
tomorrow
it a home
night.
game?
That's all right. You can have a couple cocktails before
it's
that.
9 o'clock in Seattle.
Oh, can I come over and watch you do the broadcast?
The game will be over by 9 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes, you can. And then how am I supposed to hang out on the Surfside deck and drink on the Surfside if I got to go to a game?
Dick Ebersol's going to fire
Yeah.
her if she comes to work completely hammered.
Isn't he dead?
You get the power in this relationship, Marty.
You're not flying the plane, Lars.
Just like my husband.
Yeah.
Do you do it? You don't do it at
Nick?
Target Center, I bet, do you?
No, we are in the studio in our office, which we are moving out of. But
that person doesn't
well,
care.
you just asked.
It wasn't me, it was him. I asked the question.
The cameras will show I didn't
I don't
move.
have a button.
No,
They
we
don't let
wouldn't
me
give him
have it.
buttons.
Yeah.
Ask me a question, I answer the question. Nobody cares.
That's
it's
correct.
So rude of him to do that.
Yeah, it's so
See,
rude.
did you hear the way you said that?
It's so bad.
We're going to
Yeah.
be like 2 blocks from the FanDuel studios. You can just walk over, have a couple Surfsides, stumble back.
Do it.
Yeah, stumble back and then broadcast.
Yeah, do it.
Booney, it takes a little more than that. Okay? I'm a professional.
I had no idea.
8 o'clock hour when we come back. Marnie Gellner, John Bonus is the Power Trip Morning Show on the Fan.